to a Hope 1032 podcast.
So in the course of time, Hannah became pregnant and gave birth to a son. She named him Samuel, saying, "Because I asked the Lord for him." 1 Samuel chapter 1, verse 20 from the New International Version. Hannah's story is one of moving from barrenness to fruitfulness. Though she longed deeply for a child, she did not give up on God. Year after year, she went to the temple in Shiloh, carrying her pain, yet continuing to pray. In her anguish, she poured out her heart before the Lord and made a vow. "Lord Almighty, if you will only look on your servant's misery and remember me and give her a son, then I will give him to the Lord for all the days of his life." 1 Samuel chapter 1, verse 11. The priest Eli saw her praying silently and, mistaking her grief for drunkenness, rebuked her. When Hannah explained her sorrow, he blessed her and prayed that God would grant her request. Soon after, she conceived and gave birth to Samuel, meaning I asked the Lord for him. When Samuel was weaned, Hannah fulfilled her vow and brought him to Eli, saying, "I prayed for this child, and the Lord has granted me what I asked of him. So now I give him to the Lord." Each year she returned to Shiloh with a new robe for Samuel, and Eli blessed her, saying, "May the Lord give you children to take the place of the one you gave to the Lord." God honored that blessing. And Hannah had 3 more sons and 2 daughters. Hannah wanted a son, but God had a greater plan, a prophet to guide a nation. Her story reminds us that our prayers and desires are never wasted, even when God's purposes exceed our understanding. Hannah's faith shows us that turning to God in sorrow, trusting Him in waiting, and giving thanks in answered prayers align our hearts with His perfect plan. God sees, hears, and answers in His perfect timing. To read more, I'd love you to go to 1 Samuel from chapter 1 to chapter 2, verse 21. I'm Heidi Wysman.
Hope 1032. Thanks for listening.